Revenge versus Compassion, a call to heart-centered leadership. By ChatGPT and Jedi Steve. Forgiveness is not an occasional act, it is a constant attitude. Martin Luther King Jr. In a world where we often find ourselves navigating the complexities of human interactions, the choice between revenge and compassion can significantly shape our paths as leaders, both in business and in life. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you witnessed something unjust, yet hesitated to speak up? What if, instead of reacting with anger or punishment, we chose the path of understanding and growth? One night at Starbucks, I overheard an employee making culturally inappropriate comments. It was painful to hear, and while I felt compelled to address it, I opted to remain silent. Instead of pointing out her flaws, I chose to embody kindness. As I walked home, I stopped at a restaurant where I often dined. Sharing my experience with a young woman there opened a window into her own journey. She recounted her past, where she once held prejudiced views but had transformed her understanding through meaningful connections and friendships. This dialogue sparked a realization within me: we all have the capacity to grow and evolve. Around this time, I was inspired by the biography of Nelson Mandela. After spending 27 years imprisoned, he emerged not with a thirst for revenge but with a profound understanding of forgiveness, humility, and compassion. His leadership, especially during his presidency, emphasized reconciliation over retribution. Can you imagine the impact of such compassion in your leadership style? How might your decisions resonate with others if they were grounded in empathy? When the general manager of Starbucks approached me about writing a letter to terminate the employee in question, I found myself at a crossroads. Rather than succumb to the pressure to condemn, I stood firm in my belief. I informed her that if I were to write a letter, it would be to advocate for the employee's growth rather than her dismissal. Dear Starbucks General Manager, I hope this message finds you well. I wanted to share my thoughts about the evening at Starbucks when she made some stereotypical statements. While her words struck me as naive rather than hateful or malicious, it was still disheartening. Although my interactions with her have been limited, she appears to be a genuinely nice person. What truly impressed me was how the rest of the employees managed the situation. It reflects the strength of your organization, which is, in my opinion, quite rare on the San Diego State campus. I have concerns for her, especially given the potential backlash she might face in this era of cancel culture. It is essential to create an environment of understanding and compassion rather than one focused solely on punishment. Inspired by Nelson Mandela's journey, I believe we can choose compassion over revenge. Why can't we embrace that spirit? Let's be mindful about how we communicate with those who are different from us. I have forgiven her for her comments, and I encourage you to consider doing the same, allowing her a chance for growth and redemption. Thank you for considering my perspective. One love. Jedi Steve. Less than a week later, I witnessed a miracle at Starbucks, an open and balanced dialogue between the employee and those who felt hurt by her comments. In that moment, I realized we all carry a spark of Nelson Mandela within us. How do you choose to uplift humanity, both locally and globally? Are you ready to embrace the power of compassion in your leadership? We must stand on the shoulders of great leaders, not in their shadows. Nelson Mandela. As we move forward, let us commit to heart-centered actions that inspire accountability and growth. The world needs leaders who are willing to step into the light of understanding and kindness. Are you ready to activate your inner Jedi and champion compassion in your community? Jedi mode activated.
What do you guys think?